Are you looking for a video on how to dye your fabric shoes pastel rainbow? If so, you've come to the right spot, so stay tuned. Aloha from Maui, I am Terry Edmonds and you are joining me today in my shoe store called If the Shoe Fits, and it's also my YouTube studio. In this video, I have dyed a client's wedding shoe from white to this gorgeous pastel color. It was a special request from a gal, and they're just so beautiful. She's getting married in Christmas in December, and she really wanted the gradiating color. And so I think we managed to capture that for her. I want you to enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun, and I made this video for the client. Her name is Emily. And so Emily, congratulations to you in advance, and thank you for supporting my business. Enjoy the show. If you don't have a wedding shoe already, I'm gonna recommend this company called Benjamin Walk. As a professional, they do not sponsor me. I just have sold their shoes for almost 19 years, and they have wide sizes, they have good quality, and the shoe can later be turned into a party shoe if you want to dye it black or something. Anyway, they've got lots of options and lots of things that are dyeable. So I also got my dye chart from them, and so you can also buy one from them as a consumer. You don't have to be a professional like myself. Although I have been dyeing shoes for over 19 years, so I do specialize in dyeing shoes. And I found this one to be an exhilarating dye because it is somebody else's wedding shoe, and I certainly didn't want to mess it up. So I made sure to do some test samples. And if you get a fabric shoe, make sure that you get this practice swatches. It's a dye swatch, and it usually comes in the box with your shoe. I did my first swatch to make sure that I got the right shades, and then I went ahead and diluted it to make sure that when I did the application process the way I'm going to show you to do it, that I really got that bleeding effect, you know, the blending, the super nice blending. The key here was using a lot of water when I first applied it, and you'll notice that when I go through the tutorial. Okay, so here's all the stuff we need. Now, I'm just going to show you this little shoe. I mean, look how cute that is. This is a nice satin. It'll definitely dye. And because I have all these dyes here, we're just gonna set this shoe off to the side because we don't want any little splashes happening as we mix. And even with my dyes, I've put down a wood piece so I don't care if it gets stained. Sometimes these jars will drip down. Anyway, I don't want it on my nice table, my white table. This is a fantastic dye chart. If you are in the wedding shoe business or whatever, and you're wanting to take your business to the next level, which I recommend because I get a lot of dyeing, this is what to get. It's one of these dye charts, and it is an international dye kit from Benjamin Walk. It's benjaminwalk.com. You can go there and order one from them. It's very helpful. They've pre-mixed a lot of the colors for you so you can kind of find what tone you need. This is in the first page of your dye kit if you decide to get one. It's the basic colors that come right out of the bottle. So I have a number 7. What I chose was a number 7, a number 2, I think I have that right here, the number 2. And this chart didn't really give me that periwinkle color that I'm looking for, so I researched through the rest of the dye swatches. And ultimately, I've decided to go with this one here, this A177. It's more of a periwinkle. This A177 is a combination of colors, so I'm going to make that first and make sure that I like that shade. And that is number 17, number 13, and number 16. And I'm going to do this. I have this measured. It's a shot glass, and it has all of these marks on it. And so I'm gonna put those ingredients just like making a recipe. It's a recipe for color. And that'll get me this nice periwinkle. And basically, I'm treating this like a watercolor. And I wanna really make sure, because she doesn't have any hard lines in this desired palette, I wanna make sure the whole shoe is just completely wet. And then I'm gonna lay in my color. And we'll start with that. It says this is the little shot glass, and it has marks on it. The bottom line is B, the middle line is A, then there's the top line. That again. Get that pink in there. I like that because it's a real light color. I'm kind of doing like a little half and half. From the shade on the glass, I don't think you can really see it there. It's kind of, you can almost see how the color's coming through, which kind of tells me where it's, what direction it's going. So here, we're gonna dye that again. Okay, light. I'm gonna put just a dab, just a couple of dots there, and a little bit of the mixing black. So this looks like it's gonna be my own concoction, which is fine. Of this 16, I want to be more of that. Okay, I like where this is going. So I'm gonna test the color. A little bit. Let's see how we like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna let that rest, and then we'll come back after it's dry. Okay, did it. So this again is the color we're going for. These were the original swatches I started out with and knew those weren't the right shade. And finally, this is our final look that we're actually going to be going for. Yellow, orange, pink, purple, and periwinkle. This next part is really fast, and I am going to completely soak the shoe in water. I'm going to start with one, and the client wants it from the blue going back to the yellow, and I actually did my colors starting with yellow and overlapping them. So let's start with the yellow. We're going to use lots and lots of water, and I am going to soak this whole shoe. I mean, absolutely everywhere, because if I have a dry mark, it's like, if anybody's ever tried watercolor painting, anything that's dry will show a hard edge, and this whole thing is just a complete blend. So it actually makes it so much easier by doing all of this this first. The colors were kind of tricky. I actually lightened them with this universal lightener, and I did a lot of it. I really wanted a soft pastel and not some sharp color on it. So and I'm trying to move quick enough so that everything stays wet, and it'll stay wet anyway. I'm pretty confident that it'll stay wet for a while I process the color. But I want to be sure of that, and I want to be sure that I got all the edges everywhere, just everywhere. Double check the whole thing. Okay, I see a spot there. There we go. So there we go. Got the whole thing, and I'm going to put on a little extra water because I want this thing to really blend and bleed, and that's the way you do it. Okay, everybody ready? Here we go. I'm gonna start in the very back. And I'm gonna go to about 1/5 of the shoe. Like this. And I'm gonna hold the shoe pretty much upright. I am gonna overlap some of the colors. So I want it to bleed straight up and down. There we go. Moving on to this orange color. And I'll put that right down here. And I'm gonna overlap it a little bit here. Doesn't that make sense? Get a little overlapping so it blends, and I'm gonna match it on this side. Okay, very nice. Move this forward just a little bit. Now I'm moving into the brighter pink color. And again, I'm gonna overlap it. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. You know, will you be nervous when you try it yourself? Maybe. I was a little bit nervous, but the beauty is, with the water, it really helps hide any kind of mistake. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this purple on here, like this. Very nice. And I'm gonna just blend that. Blend this just a little bit here, and it'll bleed out a little bit. I'm also gonna extend it a little bit up into the front here so that the blue can come over it. Like this. I'm gonna go ahead and touch that right on there. What a pretty shoe. This shoe is actually a very high quality shoe. It's meant for dancing, so it's got a beautiful leather sole. I hope she boogies the night away in her beautiful shoes. So there we go. I personally want to add just a little bit more yellow on the back. I'd like to see it go a little more yellow like this. We'll just do that. And I'm not going to use my colored brush, this light brush, to touch over that orange because, all right, so there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this brush here, and I'm going to just wet the harder lines, for instance here. Let's just blend that a little bit, and maybe that one. I like that. Same over on this side. Blend this just a little bit here. Like that. I like that. That's beautiful. And I'm going to blend the front one just a little bit. I'm actually just, you know, I really want to add this. I don't mind adding this water because I want it to really blend softly. Perfect. Okay. Have it. Just a little bit of this. I'm gonna let that dry. I like how this is drying. It's starting to fade. I have a little bit of a line, so I'm just gonna go over that right there. Blend that a little bit. See how I'm doing that? This side's blending pretty well. We'll just add a little bit up top here. Ooh, okay, it's gonna be so pretty. So, okay, you can't see too well there. Let's try this. So here is what it looks like as it's drying. And we'll go ahead and I'll show you the finished product as soon as it dries. This color will definitely lift. So we're good to go there. Okay, see you when they're dry. Phew, okay, we're done. They are dry. I am so excited. I really just think they turned out so similar. You know, the colors, I just kind of got the blends in the right area. And they're just so beautiful, and I love the shoe. She picked a really nice one. Emily, these are great shoes. They're gonna last you a long time, and I hope you go dancing in them at your wedding because they're so gorgeous. When I did let them dry, I did not put the shoes, I didn't have them touch in any way or touch anything, because if you do that, it will leave a watermark, and it just ruins the whole thing. So we don't want to do that. And I made sure that when I went over the second time, I just took some water and just blended it one more time, maybe did a touch up, but it allowed me to touch up the shoes by using the extra water. So it really gave me a lot of leeway. You also want to make sure to apply all those colors while the shoe is wet. If not, you'll get a dry line on your shoe. So thanks again for joining me, you guys. Please share this video if you have a friend that would be interested in it. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, it's super awesome. I have nothing but more plans to make great fun videos. So I'll take any of your comments down below, and thanks for being a part of my life. So from Maui with awesome aloha, hello.